Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mari. I'm here to. I usually just post my picks of the day, but I found this video and I think this is a real good gem that everybody need to understand when sports betting, especially when you seeing odds. I know most of y'all probably people who just bet on prize picks, do player props, underdog and shit. So y'all don't really see odds too much. Y'all just see over and under. You feel me? And then whatever you'll make back on your parlay. But if you really trying to get serious and really want to make some real money with this, you gotta start betting on the sports books, and then you gotta understand odds. But what scare a lot of people from going over from player props to the prize picks to the underdogs and all that to a regular sports book like DraftKings or Bovada or something like that is because of the numbers, the odds. Like, it look confusing, one, and two, people see people who take single bets and don't understand why they taking bets with minus 200 odds, and you bet 100 and you only get 50 back, instead of I can do two players and put in 100 and make 150 back, or 200, you know what I'm saying, 200 back minimum, 150 back minimum and stuff like that. So I get it. So he basically breaks down on the mindset of why it's not dumb to take a minus 200 odd or something like that. Me personally, I try to stay away from minus 200 odds on my singles. I try to go a little bit under, like 180 all the way down, like that range. But a lot of people don't even like 180 odds on 150, 170 and stuff. I used to didn't like it either. I used to think this way. The what he's about to break down, I used to be the one who trying to find nothing but minus 110 odds or underdog odds so I can make most of my money back. But I'm gonna let him break it down. I'm gonna tell you why that's not the smartest thing to do.
All right, the mental game. This is super important. All right, the mental game is important because it does not matter if you have any bit of any strategy or anything put together if the mental game is not solid. Now, let me explain to you why the mental game is so important and why so many people fail when it comes to the mental state of a sports bettor. So, first thing right off the bat, your mental state has to be top tier. You have to understand you're going to lose in this game. It's going to happen. All right, so you have to accept that you're going to lose. You're not going to win 100% of the time. It's not about losing, though. It's about the probability of you being able to set yourself up to win more than losing, and playing plays that are going to help you win more than losing. So your average sports bettor, they go into any bet thinking this, that it's a 50-50 shot. Your average sports bettor thinks any bet is a 50-50 shot because they're like, oh, well, it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. They don't realize this one key factor that they keep missing: the probability of that event actually occurring, and trying to find the actual probability behind that. Because when your mental state is thinking everything is 50-50, this is what happens to your average sports bettor. Let's say for a line is minus 200, okay? And your average sports bettor is like, I'm gonna go put $100 on that. So what does that mean? That means they put down $100, they're gonna win 50, and they make 150 back, okay? Your average sports bettor looks at this and they think, well, it's a 50-50 play because it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. Now, I'm gonna go and wager $100 to only win $50. That's not worth it. Why would I do that? It's not.
And I used to think that same way. I swear. I used to think that same way. I wouldn't bet on nothing over minus 110. I used to think that same way.
I'd rather go and place a bet that's minus 110, and then what am I doing? I'm wagering $100 down to win, what is it? It's like 90 plus, 90 something, all right?
I used to think just like that. And I'm a cheap nigga, so if I'm putting up 100, I need to be making more than 100, or at least 100 or 90 at the minimum. Like, I'm cheap with money, so I used to be the same way, bro.
Almost double their money. that's where they think like, okay, this is worth it because it's 50-50, right? No matter what, it's either going to happen or it's not. This is where, right here, the mental aspect of the game, this is where everybody screws up. All right? Everybody screws up because they don't understand that when you're looking at certain plays, there is a better shot of this play winning than this one. You have a better opportunity with some of these plays rather than these right here. They don't get that. Instead, they think everything is a 50-50 shot, and they should get back at least, if not the same or more than what they put down as their original unit size. That is what is part of the mental game that they don't understand. And they end up getting upset if they go and put down $100 and only win $50, but don't realize that you still won $50 rather than you played this and guess what? You ended up losing and you gave $100 back because you played a play that actually had a higher probability. Now, let me do a bit of a sketch. I'll try to do a sketch for you. That way you can see what I'm talking about here. Let's say, for example, somebody had 10 cups. All right, let's say they had 10 cups. 8 of those cups had a ball in them. So we got 10 cups, there's 8 of them that have a ball in there. I say to you, if you pick the cup that has a ball in it and you put up $100, I'm gonna give you $50 back. So your total money would be $150. What does that mean? That means you have an 80% chance of taking a cup with a ball. And what am I doing? I'm stacking, obviously, the money in my favor because I'm saying if you win, I'm only giving you half of your money back plus your original stake, but you're not going to double your money. But look, you have an 80% chance of picking a cup that has a ball in it. That's the same thing when it comes to sports betting and you find the right probability. So you have to understand that mentally. Mentally, you have to get through that, break through that wall that if I find a play that has a 70%, 80% probability, then I'm going to win 80% of the time, 70% of the time. The odds just need to line up with that. So if I tell you this analogy right here, this whole analogy right here, if I came up to you on the street and asked you, do you want to do that? Most people would, no-brainer, would say yeah, because what are the odds you're going to pick the cup that doesn't have nothing in it? It's only 20%, 20% of the time, right? These right here are in sports betting every single day, and they go overlooked because people don't understand the numbers and the probability behind the certain plays. They don't get it.
You hit that shit right on the head. So, like he said, it's a lot of 80%, 75% plays, 70%. That's a lot of the plays I do produce are high probability plays because I know how to read line movement. I know how to read through the numbers. I know how to see through all the bullshit. Okay? So, that there proves that every bet is not 50-50. Some bets are higher than others. 1, so you got to get that in your head. 2, another thing that he's not mentioning, just because it's minus 200 or more doesn't mean that it's, it's an 80% chance play or for certain that it's going to hit more than the other one. The probability is usually high, but I done took minus 400 plays and the shit did not go. None of these plays are 100%. So you have to be able to find the fake outs because mentally they know if a person who really know how to bet, they know they're going to probably look at the minus 200 and more a little often. That the ones that's a little above or just a tiny bit above the average bettor, they're going to look for the minus 200s and ups. And they know that the smart bettors are looking for that. So they place a bunch of bullshit plays with the minus 200 line because they know it'll catch some people with big money and they're going to make some money off of it. So you have to be able to recognize line movement. Line movement is key. Line movement, the difference between a public and a Vegas day I'm giving y'all sauce. I say it in every video. And trends. You just gotta pay attention to that. And it'll help you spot out the fake plays and the real plays. But yeah, that's all I just wanted to show, because I know a lot of people, they like, man, minus 200, minus 180. I'm not trying to take that with a minus 110s, with a plus whatever. Like, it's some time and places for that. At certain days, gonna have certain opportunities where we gonna have those. And I promise you, I'm looking for those damn near every day. You feel me? Not as much as I used to. I'm looking for them. Like, if I can find them, I'm gonna take them. But I'm not. That's not just the first thing I'm looking for. Like, we looking for the most valuable play. And the most valuable play is the play with the highest percentage. So that's what you want to take. Don't really look at how much you gonna make back. I mean, now don't do nothing stupid. Don't risk $100 to make $10. Like, if you're not making at least half of your money back, I wouldn't take the bet. Me personally, I don't want to take the bet. So yeah, but there's just some information for y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? To hear it from somebody other than my mouth. But yeah, that's it for this video. Catch you in the next one. Let me know if y'all want me to make videos like these, educating, like just letting you know different things about sports betting and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. See you in the next video. Damn. That's it. Catch you in the next video.